Hey, class. So, over the last 2 weeks, we did a lot of stuff, right? We read Acts 2 and 3 of the Crucible, but we did more with it, right? We did some of the really high level thinking, the big brain thoughts, right? We looked at how individual words and phrases have these connotations that we can then analyze and connect to larger meaning. Then we looked at how those symbols, like symbols in the book, in the play, can do the same exact thing, and how your interpretation is what creates the meaning in those symbols. What we did in the asynchronous discussion last week, in addition to reinforcing those skills, is you guys started connecting those to theme. But what I noticed when I was watching your discussions is that you guys were connecting it to like kind of basic themes. Your themes were basic. So that's what we're gonna work on this week. Um, Here's what you're gonna do in this lesson this week, okay? You're gonna read Act 4. And what I really want you to focus on as you read Act 4 is I want you to focus on what happens to the characters, okay? This is where like the resolution to the story kind of pops up. This is where we start to see after like Abigail set in motion the events that will cause like Proctor's downfall. In and in doing so, like Abigail kind of sabotaging herself. You're gonna see what happens to Abigail, what happens to Paris, how Hale is changed. You're gonna see exactly how evil Danforth is. You're gonna see what happens with Proctor and Elizabeth's relationship, right? Um, you're also gonna hear about the cows. Pay attention to the cows. Oh my gosh! And you're gonna hear about how Giles. Never mind. I don't want to spoil it for you, right? But what I want you to think about is how do these punishments, or how does this character's redemption symbolize something, right? For example, Abigail's motivation was blank. She did these things which symbolize like something, and then she gets blank. So if you were to analyze Abigail's motivation over the course of the text, you would look at her greed leads to her like taking these immoral actions, which leads to the thing that she wants being taken away from her by her own greed. So like just pay attention to that kind of stuff as you finish reading Act 4. We're going to go over Act 3 in class this week. We're going to talk about some stuff and we're going to learn some more stuff and then we're probably going to talk about apples, but we'll get to that when we get to it. I'll see you guys soon.